Welcome back, folks, to today's video on why speed to lead is overrated. And if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Pratt Mengen, the co-founder here at GenerateAgentLeads.com. And I thought I'd put together this content piece for you guys to talk about this principle that really is actually wrong, because I've tested out myself, and I actually sat down, I called leads one day, and I saw little to no difference. And one thing that I actually picked up was an insight I'm share with you guys on today's video, because I know a lot of team leaders, if you guys team leaders watching this right now, brokers, even single agents, you guys are told to call leads within 5 minutes. And the thing is, like, you're running around all day and it's unrealistic, right? And this shouldn't be the reason why you're not able to convert leads online and make money. And if you're a real estate coach, mentor, or team, like, if they expect you to call leads in 5 minutes, it's possible, right? Don't get me wrong, but it's very difficult when you're showing homes, negotiating offers, and you're making your follow-ups every single day, right? We all know it's pretty much impossible, right, to follow up within 5 minutes. So you actually may even have ISAs doing this right now, and they're booking up appointments for you, and you're still dealing with a low show-up rate, and people are agreeing for appointments just something to get off the phone, like it's happened before. So if you're done manually calling, you're texting and putting leads on email drip campaigns, you're leaving voicemails, and it results in conversations, but not the type that you're looking for. You typically already get, working with a realtor, or could you send me some more information? I just accidentally clicked on your ad. I'm interested. I'll contact you when I'm ready. You're being viewed as a spammer, right? And no one likes being sold, forced, or pressured, and you're taking action. Of course, there is a time and place to sort of push for the close in sales, what's called, right? You want to ask the person to make the offer for them to come speak with you. But again, how do you actually go from chasing leads to attracting people, right? How do you go from people to chase? How do you get them to chase you, right? How do you get them to actually say, hey, I want to schedule a call with you? So the way you do is developing content. And according to a study done by The Close, it's a real estate blog, a big one, 73% of homeowners were more likely to list with an agent who uses video as part of their marketing. So what I'm about to show you guys today is not just creating a bunch of videos, but it's something that you guys may have never ever heard about. And it's through creating a value-driven course. So that value-driven course is going to explain the whole buying and selling process. Typically, you just want to do buying, in my opinion, for a starting point, because most sellers are buyers, and explaining it in depth. So if you create a series of training videos that map out every question a home buyer or seller may have in your area, that's where you want to start, right? So research also shows that educational real estate videos increase qualified leads by 66% per year, right? So just spit out secrets you know of. Spit out all the golden nuggets you know in that course. Secrets that people will not find anywhere else. These could be special loans or even tax advantages. So you could talk about this inside of your course that you're going to build, right? So the key here is not to sell your service. I'll give you guys some live examples later on. And record the training videos as if the person is going to be able to buy or sell a home on their own. So if they're able to do that, guys, you've done your job, right? And it might seem counterintuitive that we're sort of helping people buy or sell a home on their own without a realtor. But the question is, why would someone even want to, hire you if you give them everything they need? Well, you're being hired for risk mitigation, right? You're never going to go wrong by giving away too much information. So you create a value-driven course that maps out the home buying or selling process from A to Z. It's going to position you as the expert. You're going to be flexing your knowledge muscles here. You're going to be giving away thousands of dollars worth of value for free, right, guys? IDX websites, it gives you the perspective on the type of homes the leads are looking for. So there is a time and place for that, and they're getting the priority and the listing alerts and all that kind of stuff. You'll be able to see what kind of homes they're looking for. But what they really need is an expert. They need secrets. They need the golden nuggets, right? Because they can find homes online anywhere, right? So on the other hand, you're going to be able to see how much of your content is being absorbed, right? So this is very, very key. I'll actually give you guys a live example. It's going to be super exciting. But the leads are buying into you, right? They only want to hear from you at this point. So the lead is getting one step closer to hiring you as you progress through your course. So every single time they watch one more video in your course, and by the way, guys, you actually can track this in your course. Whenever someone logs in, it will send you a text message or email saying that they've logged in. You actually can set it up with most platforms today. And you're going to be standing out from the crowd, right? Your clients are not going to be willing to pay the high commissions from your expert guidance through the home buying or selling process. So, guys, a purchase is one of the biggest purchases a human ever makes, right? It can be pretty intimidating. So ask yourself, if you were to get a life-changing plastic surgery, would you go to a surgeon that has an entire course that explains it from A to Z, or just someone that, answers your question on consult? Because you're going to pay $50, $100K, $200K for a plastic surgeon sometimes. You want to make sure you get educated on the whole process, right? It's a very obvious answer. You probably want to have someone that has a course, right? So you actually prove your worth better than an ad or a marketing email ever could. So how do you create a course and integrate it into your system? Guys, let me actually give you guys the thought process behind a course. So a lot of you guys, I'm a student of direct response marketing as well. I've studied direct response marketing. That's my bread and butter, right? That's how I've been able to help hundreds of agents all across North America using our systems and process that we also teach. I've also grown my own company, GenerateAgentLeads.com, using direct response marketing principles. So using this exact same frameworks, we're actually able to use this. And why is this so important? Why does the course work? Well, back in the day, a guy by the name of Dan Kennedy used to write sales letters. And sales letters used to be, the main thing. And even if you look back in the day of like when the guy by the name of Eugene Schwartz, he's a legendary marketer, right? I think he used to, back in the day in like the 40s or 50s, he used to charge, $10,000 an hour or something. It's crazy, right? So he wrote an ad for Rolls Royce for 4 hours and charged $55,000 because all he did is he wrote one sales letter. And the sales letter can be translated into a book, into a course, into a direct mail letter for buyers and sellers, anything. The sales letter is important, right? So you want to make your course sort of like a sales letter. And the best form of marketing is education, right? So that's why a course comes to so place. So you can actually create Google slide decks to your course, right? You can present it. But you can see here that this agent has been setting up a course using our framework, right? So you set up a course, and the golden nugget, guys, is that you can actually set up triggers to notify yourself as a lead goes to your course or logs in. You can also visit your leads and actually see the watch percentage, and you can follow up accordingly, right? So you can have, ideally, you want to have a CRM that has a course hosting platform, and you can see the lead watch percentage. So you can say, hey, John, how's it going? Great. I actually see you're on my course right now. You seem like, 66% of it. How are you enjoying it so far? They're like, yeah, this is really, really good. I never heard about some of this stuff. They're like, John, by the way, if you want to come ahead and go ahead and meet with me in person, I would love to meet with you. I'd love to give you some more of these secrets if you're open to it. They're like, yes, let's get me in. I've seen this happen, right? So that's why this is so important. Also, the other golden nugget is, guys, when someone is actually getting so much value from this, even if they're not your client, you can still ask them for referrals, which is a little bit crazy, right? But it all comes down to providing value. So remember, the sale never ends until the deal is closed. So even if you're more advanced, and depends on what software you use, this is similar to seeing your leads activity on your IDX website. It's going to give you an indication as to when to call this lead. The only difference is that, guys, this is unique and it's 10 times better than the IDX, right? It's time efficient, and you're not looking around, you're scratching your head to see who to call next. You're saving yourself energy and time to put yourself where more, it's more productive for your end goal, which is usually income producing activities, right? So, guys, speed of lead is overrated. As an agent, it's efficient to play the nurture game in the speed game, right? Like, in the end of the day, everyone is playing speed of lead for the most part. You get all these websites running these Google PPC ads, and they're all, like, I actually talk about it. It's funny, but the websites look the exact same, and they have IDX websites, and people are calling out with ISA teams within 5 minutes. It's the same stuff. Like, the thing is, the people that win, like, they're the ones who nurture the leads the best, and usually the most unique way as well. So don't get me wrong, guys, speed of lead is important, right? Like, you don't want to be having your lead sit there for days, but you want to catch the lead before any other agent gets to them. Like, that's the key. But calling leads the day they opt in is like the benchmark. So it doesn't have to be 5 minutes. Still call them the day they opt in. But the lead is incentivized to do their research and pick the best realtor to work with them, right? So, like, it doesn't matter about speed of lead. They're going to be incentivized to choose the best realtor to represent them. So that, without being said, the one who provides the most amount of value wins in the end, right? So with a course, clients will choose you. They will pick you over the agent. So in the real world, it's actually difficult to solo agent to follow up with every single lead within 5 minutes. You may be able to do this for a day, a week, or whatever it is, or even a month. But it's actually hard to stay consistent, right? So the best way to win long term is to stay consistent over a long enough period of time. So you're able to do this with a course. A typical home buyer or seller is looking for the following requirements: experience, previous clients that you help, and they're happy, responsive, right? No pressure sales, integrity, usually tech savvy as well, and overall economic neighborhood knowledge and attentiveness to you. So that's what they look at. And a course demonstrates everything above, or it can demonstrate everything above if you do it correctly. That's how you guys would win in the long term. So leads will be now chasing you. ISAs are sick and tired of dealing with low-quality leads. The course solves that problem. And I'll show you guys how to use the course, because I know I'm sort of giving you guys this whole thought process, but here's what you guys can expect with a course as part of your nurturing, right? You can get high quality leads. Leads that are actually reaching out to you. These are your dream clients. Clients that respect your time. Clients that are showing up on scheduled times for listing appointments. They don't cancel last minute. They're very happy, and you go home with a smile on your face. You bring home good vibes to home after work, right? You're going to quit playing the chasing game. The roles are switched. Leads are going to be chasing you ideally. They're going to have a booking link in the course they can actually book in. Also, you can call them and say, hey, how do you like it in course so far? It's better than just asking them, hey, do you like any homes on the list I sent you? Which is still important, by the way. But this is going to be a very, very good addition to that process. Also, you're going to be having some more inbound calls word of mouth, Google My Business, or even local service ads bring in a good amount of inbound calls. But this is another mechanism that can bring inbound calls, right? If you guys can have inbound calls coming in, this is one of the best ways to win. Referrals are also going to increase as well. And no one wants to refer to a business owner they don't feel confident in, right? So you can use this to build a referral community to drastically increase your bottom line. And Facebook, Instagram, Google, and YouTube are just platforms to generate names, right? Like emails and phone numbers. At the end of the day, these are all platforms. It doesn't matter about high quality, low quality. Like they're just going to get you information, right? And these platforms are going to allow us to generate leads at a cheap cost. But most leads are resold and recycled to various agents in the same area. In fact, I actually made a video on this, literally showing the exact process, like proof of this existing. So the one who wins is the one who nurtures their leads at the best way, and they capture them earlier on, right? So this is why I love Facebook. You can usually sit down in person with the leads, usually 1,200 leads if you generate about 100 leads a month in your database, and you do 1 hour long presentation with each of them, and you leverage technology. You can do the same thing. This is why I love Facebook. You can actually nurture them earlier on before they speak to anyone. You're also going to increase your conversion rate with online leads immediately. How big an effect does it have in your business, guys? It can literally double the profitability. And how should my course be structured, guys? Your course should be structured in a way that it grabs the viewer's attention immediately. You need to give freebies away, useful insights and information that your viewers cannot find anywhere else. You're going to be able to go off of here. Do you need video or written content? Ideally, you can have both, but video is always the best. Does a video or written content perform better? Video with human component tends to perform better. That's why I record these videos with my face in there. How can I get my assistant to do this, right? Like, yeah, you can, but I don't recommend it. They're going to be buying into you, not your assistant. Remember that. How long will it take to create my course? This depends on whether you're going to already have a course in place. What if I'm not going to get in front of a camera, guys? You need to be good with trial and error. If you have adapted a Zoom consultation already, that's all you really need. How long does my course need to be? It needs to be longer enough where someone can buy or sell a course without even using a realtor. And if I give everything away, like I said, why would someone want to hire a realtor? Well, Mark Cuban says the best form of marketing is education. This is why the how-to videos on YouTube actually work the best. They have the most views. There will always be a need for a realtor. The fear of overpaying or a legal mishap is going to be continuing to flourish the agent's businesses. So remember that. That's why they're working with you. Does the video need to be professionally recorded? Nope. The quality of video doesn't matter, guys. The context of the content, the level of value provided, right, depends on the number of unique insights and the secrets you can give away in the course, right? The exclusive program, the state program, the state incentives that people don't know about, these kind of little details and golden nuggets. You want to talk to them about that in the course. And people might ask, I'm not qualified to create a course. I'm a newly licensed agent. Guys, this works for anyone. The course strategy to nurture online leads in the real estate space works for anyone. If someone has more knowledge than they did before, you've already done your job, right? So it's about just being one chapter ahead of everyone. That's all you need, right? And if you guys watched, I can't remember what a movie it was. This is one with Leonardo DiCaprio. Catch Me If You Can. I think he was teaching a college class, and I think someone asked him like, well, how are you able to teach this? And he did it for so long. He's like, well, I was just one chapter ahead of everyone else. And that's what you guys need to be, because you guys are the experts, and you don't have to be a legend in real estate, right? You don't have to be like the #1 real estate agent ever existed. You just have to have more knowledge, and that's the benefit and beauty of this, right? So a live example of this is actually an agent. He's redoing this whole course right now, but he did in the past. If you look at his course here, I'll go ahead and show you guys this. So in this particular customer CRM here, like we use another software called Go High Level. You guys may have heard of it, and you can actually create your own course, right? So we've actually done this with another customer. He's actually moving it over from another CRM. That's why it's 0 members here. But you guys can see that the videos he created, he went really, really in depth, right? And he's still porting over some of them. Like you can see, like lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and resources. So he's really giving them everything, all of the information, all the golden nuggets in here. And the best thing is, guys, you guys see the analytics. You can see the people and how are they watching it, right? Like the people that are inside your course, how many times have they watched the video, the view percentage. You can actually get analytics on this. This is so important because now you can follow up strategically, right? The question about real estate leads is like, well, who do I call first? Well, you guys can actually follow up strategically as well with the leads. And in fact, you guys can set up triggers. And this is why it's important to understand how technology works. Just eliminate that mindset of, oh, I want to do the old school. This technology is too crazy for me. Guys, it's so simple. Like, let me show you guys how to do this. Just go to add trigger, right? And I'll do a test trigger here for you guys, for example. And I'll just call it no folder, save. And all you guys got to do is like, let's just say user logs in. Let's just say a user logs in. Okay. if a user logs into your course, you could choose like which course, right? But if a user logs in, it's going to send you, right? It can send you an email or an SMS, right? So it can send you an email saying, you can just write from test email to your own email saying, new user logged in, call them ASAP. So whenever a lead logs in to your course, it's like a little alert. And what's better, them looking at homes, clicking on a property, or them watching your course? And this is how you create high quality leads, guys. So anyways, I really do appreciate the time and attention today. And I thought I'd just share this with you guys because this is really the new way of doing stuff, and agents are sleeping on this, right? So if you guys want to learn how to do this, we actually specialize in this, and we are one of the best in the world on this strategy. So if you guys want to learn and get help on setting this all up for your real estate business so you guys can close more deals, visit generateagentleads.com and go ahead and hit the schedule button. There's actually a big red button called get a price. Click on that and speak to one of our team members, and we'll go ahead and let you know on how we can help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.